Senator Beason a credible witness? No. Do you think he is? No. Not at all. Those days are gone.
For Harri Ann, how do you think things went in the session?
Tremendous. Great. Couldn't have gone any better for us if we'd tried.
You did try. You did a good job today. He did a great job today.
What was the biggest thing you were trying to get across?
Two things. Number one, that this idea of any $500,000 a lieutenant governor thing is just a story. It's made up.
It didn't happen.
Thank you. And second of all, that her voting record on this goes back to 2008. She was for a vote for the people, always will be a vote for the people. And if that's the case, then there's absolutely no way you can buy something that she's already going to do. It's impossible.
Senator Smith, do you consider Senator Beason a friend? You
No.
told us a couple days ago.
No.
There were things we heard today that were very disturbing.
Very embarrassing.
About him and about his role. And you heard it. We all heard it, and it's extremely disturbing. And as you found out today, Senator Beason was never in any of those conversations like that, and never will be in a conversation like that with someone.
You mean me? You said Senator Beason.
Who are you? And Senator Smith was never in that at all with him or any of the others that were making jokes about minorities or other people. And that to me is
distasteful, disgusting, and that just inexcusable.
Yeah.
What kind of comments, or what kind of impact do you think those comments will have on the jury?
Well, I hope, of course I want it to have, a bombshell impact, but the real truth about it is, some of the lawyers kept asking time and time again, how do we know the real you? And I think what it does is not just a bombshell, but I think it shows what kind of a person he really is.
Senator Smith, obviously you felt comfortable enough with Senator Beason that you brought him onto your campaign, trying to run for Congress, put a lot of your own money into it. How does it feel to go from there, where obviously y'all probably were close friends, or at least you trusted him, to go to where now he's saying what he's saying and he's testifying against you?
It's very disappointing to see who he really is. To hear what he did behind the scenes that I didn't know about. I mean, totally disgusting. I mean, disgusting, disappointed, very disappointed. What I've been doing since 2008 and what I've always done since I've been elected is serve the people of District 29 and do it honorably. And I have done it honorably. And all I have ever tried to do back from 2008 was to start by introducing a local constitutional amendment when there was such controversy in my area to allow everybody to have a vote and a say. I was one of the few Republicans that years ago I was for the people voting on the lottery. I have a very consistent voting pattern, voting record. When there are controversial issues that people in the state, especially my district, have problems with, of allowing them to have a voice. And I'll always be that way.
Mr. Parkman, you said on Monday that you were ready to get your mojo going.
Yeah.
Once you got on the court, you think you got it going a little bit today?
Yeah, somebody made reference in there that I'm not very emotional. But I do get emotional because we're dealing with people, and I get emotional about the people, I get emotional about the issues. So I think I got accomplished today what I needed to get accomplished, and bring out what we needed to bring out so that we now can move on to the next witness, and we'll do that when we get to it.
Senator Smith, any way the prosecution can rehabilitate Beason's testimony tomorrow after what we've seen today?
I'm sure they're going to try. If they do, it will be a magnificent job, because I'm not sure God himself can rehabilitate him.
Senator Smith, what do you think is Senator Beason's political future after the tapes, after the transcripts today?
I'm not sure. I talked to Jim today. I mean, he needs to resign. I mean, I would think the Republican caucus would ask for his resignation. think there's a Senate Ethics Committee, and I, certainly intend to look at those bylaws.
Just from what we've seen so far with Senator Beason's testimony, it seemed like there was a lot of paranoia among members of the Republican Party towards each other. Was that your experience when you were in the party?
Listen, I had not attended a caucus meeting for 6 years. I think if you ask a lot of the senators, their complaint about me was I was not a team player. I stood up for what I thought was right in my district.
Thank goodness.
I know, thank goodness is how I feel about it. So, yeah, there's a lot of division going on, and has been for quite a while.
Senator, you can say unequivocally though about the $500,000. That was one of the big things he said the first day. Obviously, one of the big things he said that wasn't on tape. You can say unequivocally none of that happened.
Never happened.
Was there any kind of discussion at all about him running, or not
never happened. As you heard today, this was he talked about it being such a big issue, and then never mentioned it when he went to the FBI. Never mentioned it. But the bigger point is it never happened, and you'll hear more about that later.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank y'all so much.